All right, so this is going to be the home inspection video. I'm going to go through everything inside and outside. I'm just not going to bring it on the roof. I'm just going to show you what I'm talking about. I went on the roof and I also put my drone on there. So I did that 2 days ago, actually. So, all right, I'll still explain outside and everything. So obviously, first and foremost, we need a relief valve to go down into the drain pan, which you can actually get. It's called a CPVC pipe, which is a high temperature PVC, which is a lot easier than trying to solder a copper connection. So basically reaches the minimum requirement of 200 degrees Fahrenheit. With the crawl space, you got two leaks. You got one copper connection on, I think, an elbow. I took a bunch of photos and I got circles around it in the report, and an ABS line leak. Didn't really find anything structurally concerning underneath the foundation. There's one column that was leaning a little bit, quite a bit, but it can be moved. All right, let me see. So I was gonna go through the outside, but I'm gonna do the rest of the inside first. I do believe this is kind of a hazard. I'm sorry, but I think that they should try to bend those nails over, or you should bend them over. Anyone who's over 6'2" or 3" is gonna be hitting their head there. All right, we got an opening back here, drywall opening, or it looks like drywall opening. And they should cover that up before they do put a piece of, or at least put a baseboard over it and caulk it. That hole right there actually is for the dishwasher drain line or line loop to the over here. So, all right, let me see. No leaks here. Ran all the smoke detectors were good. Keep going around this way. Got a squeak here. Usually, let's see if I can find it again. Yeah. A lot of that is just because they didn't use subfloor glue back in the day when they built this. So there's not much you can really do. They probably should have caught it before they put the carpet down, because then they could run a 3-inch screw right into the joist member. That would have got rid of the squeak. All right, nothing here. Oh. When I say adjust striker plates, this is what I'm talking about. See how it leaks right there? Okay, what you can do is, for this one, you just get a flat screwdriver, bend it over a little bit, and then it'll close easily. You won't hear that anymore. I did run the AC unit and it works fine, so I would recommend getting an additional of them. This one's big enough to run the living room and kitchen. I would get a small one for the bedroom, obviously, or you can just open the whole thing up, and that should probably, I'm gonna guess it's probably an 800 square foot unit. I'll have to look at the model number. Okay, let's go through here now. So that's kind of cool. They got those are actually, you can see that a lot on new construction, because that's code where it turns on for your self-turning on lights when you enter. Get your GFI here. You got two GFIs. The other one's right here. Let me see. Like a little bit of a water leak going through the system. See, full right there on the bottom while you turn the top on. That's just usually an O-ring issue. So that's not a major. You see it all the time. Let me see. So your attic access is right here. You don't have any lines going in there. The only thing you do have is, obviously, if you had an electrical wire you have to fix here, or an open line you got to take care of. But a lot of these old houses have crawl spaces where it's impossible to get in there. I was able to fit through barely, and I took about 7 photos of the attic space. So, but obviously I wasn't able to get in there. Looks like new insulation to me, so that's nothing to be concerning. All right, we're gonna go through the outside now. If I miss anything, it's gonna be on the report. So, all right. Okay, so obviously you need gutters, like ASAP. I can tell you why. A lot of these water runoffs, you can see over here, is that the water gets trapped behind and then it starts rotting truss tails, or actually these will be rafter tails, because it's a cut and stack. So see, that's obviously an issue there. So we got to replace some fascia members, and obviously they painted over rotted wood. This is all rotted on the end. Still a nice helm though. Obviously, they put the up there. You can see where they have the actual flashing, where it needs to get pulled down again and reattached to the fascia member. Okay, this is all it needs to go. This needs to get replaced. Plus, see, you don't want to ever have more than 2 foot joist space in between, because that would obviously, it's actually a hazard. You can see it already going. So this needs to get replaced. There's a concrete opening here, but I don't consider it structural, so I'm not too concerned about it. But that could get patched just because you still have columns going up. That's actually your you have not columns, but you have cripple walls going up off the concrete perimeter foundation. So that could be patched up. That's mostly just that's not even a structural concern. It's just it's just what they put as a concrete, like almost like a mortar mix, like a face on it. Let me see. I'm trying to show you what I'm talking about. See all that? I'm trying to get a better look. Hold on. Let me show you on the other side, maybe. I was here 2 days ago, so I'm going to remember everything again. Okay, here's your shut-offs. Right here. Oh, you can't have plumbing vents. Oh, and there's a leak. Another leak. All right. Can't have plumbing vents go past through. You have to have a plumbing vent go through the roof line by 6 inches. It cannot be underneath the overhang. Actually, that might not be a leak. I think it's mostly just. Yeah, let me double check. Oh yeah, that's a leak right there. We got 3 leaks. Oh, that's what it is. This is not the original siding, obviously. So this has all been resided. That's the original siding up there. So, which is almost like a stucco. It's not stucco, but it's pretty much the same kind of material. That was what you saw, the hole in the opening. That was broken off. So you still have a cripple wall behind that, which is your structural support. So if that was a whole concrete wall that was doing that, that'd be a big issue, obviously. So this was locked, so I will say when you do unlock it, there's no key for it, as we've had issues with the passcode box. If it's a Zensko or Sylvania, I'd recommend having it replaced. If it's anything else, then it's most likely in good shape. But those 2 names specifically, if it's a Sylvania or Zensko. All right, well, I think that's it with the home inspection video. It's not much to it. Like I said, there's 3 leaks. No structural concerns. You just got some, rotted fascia members, rotted wood. Oh, your roof. You got about 10 years left on your roof. Let's see what kind of. I believe, yeah, it's a 3-tab roof. I'm trying to remember again from 2 days ago. So, which means that, before I get into that, all that moss buildup is pretty easy. Just do not use a pressure wash it. Do not pressure wash it. You will ruin the roof. So, you spray some wet and forget, and that will immediately that would take a couple of weeks, but you can actually be able to move the moss buildup. Or you get a dull chisel on a dewy morning. Do not do it when it's hot outside, because then when you're walking on the roof, you're going to ruin the roof. So, and you spray that and you chisel it off with a dull chisel, and then you spray some wet and forget on it, and you will be taken care of. I will say, yeah, you about 10 years max on the roof. So the good thing about 3-tab roofing is that you can go directly right over it. You just take off the ridge part, and you go right over it if you want to. So if you do it yourself, which is with this kind of roof is a pretty easy roof to redo, if you want to save a lot of money, you know, you can do it yourself pretty much. You just start from one end, go right to the gable end, go to the other, and you start with 4 starters. So, but you got time before you have to worry about that. I would just try to get rid of the moss buildup, and then, like I said, you know, when it comes to some of this like rotted rafter tails, you know, I would not be, you know, oh, duh. Another thing, get gutters. I think I talked about it earlier. Gutters, I mean, you have to get gutters in this house. Otherwise, you're going to continue having issues with obviously your overhang and fascia damage, and also a lot of people don't realize that the water does get behind on the end, and into the soffit, into the overhang. I think over here you'll see it. Yeah, see? You got moisture damage right down there. So, all right, well, that is it for the home inspection video, but you want to get it because you get a lot of this down here where it touches the concrete. Well, we got a short overhang. The water's going to hit that and start damaging the bottom of your skirt board. And you don't want to have that because it's a lot of stuff to cut around to get around to put new ones in. So anyways, that is it with the home inspection video. Thank you.